Yeah, y'all know what time it is. When you see the lady singing, y'all know the end of the shows are coming. It's your boy Big Vern. Pro Show Tuesday. Make sure you come through. We got that going down. Today on Veterans Day, lovely day, we talk Ole Miss. Ole Miss, they just eviscerate Georgia. Wow. And when Georgia slides down to the top 10, could you make a case for them to make it to the college playoff? Yeah. But they're not going to be the SEC champion. So they will probably end up playing that first round. We'll break that down. Alabama destroys LSU at home. And what was just a shameful exhibition of defense by the LSU Tigers. I just don't see how LSU makes it to the college playoff now. Wow. Yeah, that was bad. Then Diego Pavia, he's suing the NCAA because he didn't get NIL opportunities at junior college. Yeah, make that make sense. Wow. Then we talk some Curt Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers. They make history on the Michigan Wolverines for the first time in the school's existence, having a 10-win football season. They are currently undefeated in the Big Ten, and they play Ohio State 2 weeks from now. So I would probably be crying around this time after the Ohio State game. Who knows? But we're going to go ahead and go to the Big 12. And BYU, they survived Utah. Now, I'm not going to hold you. This was not a game that was enjoyable by any stretch of the imagination. And I just feel like the Big 12, and I hate to say this out loud, but the Big 12 is going to get robbed. They are going to get robbed. They beat Utah 21-22. The reason that I say the Big 12 is going to get robbed because they have the curse of the Pac-12. Football in the middle of the country, the Midwest, and the South, it means something. It is a way of life. It is culture. By the time you get these West Coast games, the time difference is a factor. The time difference makes all the noise in the world. Now, I know this because I vacationed in California during the NBA Finals. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the NBA Finals came on. At 5 o'clock, people are on the West Coast in the summertime, getting off work, everything. I mean, you're just living your life. And so it doesn't really mean anything. But back east, you're just like, 9 o'clock at night, I gotta watch the game. And they're suffering some of those same things in that conference. So again, not gonna hold you. This was not a game that was enjoyable to watch, mainly because both sides didn't do. I mean, Utah came out on fire. Now, Will Fernon, he had 23-yard field goal. He basically tried to keep BYU in this thing going down to the wire. Look, give me a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show, then we'll be back to close it out. This your boy Big Vern. Drop the spot. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Taco Bell. Taco Bell, Live Moss. If you have the app, you can try the Big Cheez-It, you can try the Cantina Chicken menu, online exclusives, and the Cravings menu as well. If you go into that online exclusive, there's the Veggie Builder own Cravings box, along with the Meal for Two and many more. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Shout out to Taco Bell. make sure you go ahead and get you some tacos. Monday Night Football tonight. So again, when I said it wasn't enjoyable to watch, that's what happened in the first quarter. Only a field goal. Second quarter, you had the touchdown that was thrown by Brandon Rose. That guy, he got his first start. It felt like he got more comfortable as the game went on because he hit Brant Kuithe for a 20-yard pass, and now Utah's jumping all over him. Also, this game was in Utah. So BYU on the road, their backs against the wall, and they pretty much respond. Not through their offense, but through the special teams. Because Keelan Marion, he had a 96-yard kickoff return. Homie turned the Jets on, and it was nothing they can do with bruh. Once he got into, like I said, once he got into space, and he caught it on the angle and danced in the middle of the field and then bounced to the outside, and he's running right up. I was like, oh my goodness. And just, they had the angle. The kicker had the angle. He couldn't take him. He just had the angle, and you saw the kicker slow down and then he just had to leap at him. It was bad. But yeah, that's what happened. And you thinking, wow, BYU up 10-7. That's the thing, they had to turn it around. That's how this had to go ahead and go down. No, not gonna happen. You had Brant Kuithe again. He had the 1-yard touchdown run. So now it's Utah. Utah has this 14-10 score, and they wasn't done. Michael Bernard, he's getting a 7-yard pass from Brandon Rose. I mean, they are going crazy. They're going crazy right now in the stands. And that was halftime. So at halftime, they're up 21-10. Somebody needed to tell the Utes that this is a fourth quarter game. These are 4-quarter games. They had a hell of a first half. They had a horrible second half. That second half was atrocious because they didn't do jack diddly 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 dick. They were sitting out there like, wow, we can't believe that they're playing us tonight. And shout out to Will Fernon. I don't think people give these kickers a lot of love. These dudes keep some of these teams in that game. And he's one kicker who kept BYU in this game and kept them close, hacking away at that lead. And that was the highlight of the third quarter, was a field goal. Yeah. Look, give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Vern, and then we'll get back. We'll close this thing out. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you with another rap album. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorite on the track so far is Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine crazy, yo. Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary, that's all crazy too. Yeah, Walk It Off, and On the Set. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once, in stores now. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs, shout out to him. Well, you had the fourth quarter now going into this thing. It is 13-21. BYU still undefeated in the Big 12. They are looking to cash that ticket and get into the college playoff. And they just kept fighting because you had Jake Retzloff. He's got a 1-yard touchdown run. Now this thing is 19-21. And the Utes, it's slipping away. It's slipping away. And they can feel it. And BYU goes for 2 and they miss it. An opportunity to not only just drain some of this clock, get out of here with this upset. We got them 21-19. There's not much time left. Utah didn't do that. They didn't do that. And credit to the BYU faithful that defense held, and then they got the ball back. And then Will Fernon, 44-yard field goal down the pipe as time expires. 3 seconds. That's the game. That's the game. And sometimes it's not the fireworks. Yeah, it's not going to be flashy. You got to find a way to win. But sometimes when you win, you lose. And I feel like this is one of those times. I don't think that BYU or anybody from the Pac-12 that's not named Deion Sanders is going to be in that college playoff. He's good for business. And they can find themselves playing the Colorado Buffaloes, because despite what people have been saying, Deion is playing really good football. And I told people he doesn't even have to win the college football champion. He doesn't have to win the Big 12, but he will be invited to that playoff. He will be invited to the playoff. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for sharing, liking, and subscribing to the content. I hope you had just as much fun as we did here in the App Stupid Studios. We will be back on Friday bright